Here in Dallas at the NWCA All-Star Classic, 41st year for this event, and we are getting it on at 133 pounds. Matt Valenti, the NCAA champion last year from Penn, taking on Coleman Scott, number 5 in the preseason from Oklahoma State. Of course, the Cowboys won another NCAA team title last year.
Yeah, they were stacked. They still are. This is a great matchup here. Coleman Scott was a 125-pounder last season, and he's making the move to 133, and he looks like every bit of 133 out there. He's a big boy. Matt Valenti from Penn is the defending champion, so this is a great test for Coleman Scott to see if he can make the move to 33, and I'm sure he will be very competitive. This is a toss-up match in my eyes. They're both feeling each other out. Coleman lunges. That's a shot. Nice reshot by Valenti. Beautiful lift. Wow.
And 2 for the takedown from Matt Valenti of Penn, senior from Newton, New Jersey. Again, you can see right away when you miss a shot against a top quality opponent, you pay the price.
You do. Good point, Jason. That was a reshot by Matt Valenti. Coleman does this lunging double. It's very unorthodox. He was very successful with it at 125. Right there, though, Valenti used his power and just put the hammer down on him. And beautiful reshot to a lift. I love when the athletes will lift the guy. The easiest way to get a guy down is to lift him up. And Matt Valenti did a perfect textbook lift. He got his hips down, hips in. He body arched and nice oomph. I'm surprised he didn't try to ride him, Jason. If you remember last year in the NCAA Finals, he rode Chris Flieger for the whole second period, and he's tough on top. But in this case, he chose to let Coleman Scott go.
3-2 was the final in that NCAA championship bout. Valenti over Chris Flieger. 33 wins as a freshman. That was the most ever by a Penn first-year wrestler. School record 36 wins as a sophomore. Boy, and he matched the 36 last year and went on to win the NCAA title. First wrestler from Penn to hit the 100-win mark as a junior. Boy, he is aggressive. 2 more and another takedown for Valenti.
Sweet ankle pick. Wow, and another lift. He's got a deep claw and crotch. Oh, nice judo throw by Coleman Scott. He knocked him on his head. He rung his bell. Wow, and we're going to get an escape, but nothing else because he called injury time. I think he hit it on his head.
Well, you can see Matt Valenti is trying to gather himself on the mat right now.
I think he's going to be fine. He just rung his bell there. He was trying to lift Coleman Scott. Coleman wouldn't let him. And here we're going to take a look at it. Coleman takes his right leg. Watch how he takes his right leg and kicks. Beautiful judo throw. Dings him right on his head. Look, you see he's out of it. The good referee did a good job stopping the action there. Wow, what excitement.
And of course, the officials at this event are going to be top quality, too. Jim Ramirez, Jerry Middleton right on top of it to stop it for the moment as Matt Valenti tries to gather himself there.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's nodding his head. He's ready to go. But I'll tell you what, he got his bell rung hard. That was a sweet technique. Look at that step across. He counters the lift with a leg hook that he reaches across. Beautiful wrestling by Coleman Scott. That was exciting action.
And boy, the majority of Scott's body landed right on top of the head of Matt Valenti, and he's shaking it off and looks to be giving it a go.
Oh yeah, he's going to get more to go. He looks to have it all about him. We'll know here shortly. He's keeping really good position. Look how low these guys are. They stayed low. They're in really good position, not making any mistakes. Let's see if Valenti can maintain the aggressiveness. He's done 2 great techniques. He did a great reshot lift and then an ankle pick, head and heel.
Less than 30 seconds remaining. Period number 1.
Final 30 seconds here of this first period, and it has been action-packed. Valenti with a 4-2 lead on Scott, but Coleman in the orange from Oklahoma State with a exhilarating throw that sent Valenti for a loop.
Yeah, it was really nice technique. But you know what? It was just on the way out to get an escape. It didn't affect the score at all. It just affected Valenti's bell. Interesting that Valenti chose to wrestle on his knee for that long period of time. He does that occasionally, but I think he was regaining his wits about him, and Coleman Scott didn't capitalize. When he should have sensed that he was kind of slowing the pace down, he should have capitalized on that, but he didn't. So we'll see what happens here as we go down. I don't know what Valenti will do here. You know, he's really good on top, but Coleman's so funky on bottom. It'll be interesting to see if he tries to ride him very hard or not.
Scott Jr. from Waynesburg, PA, 31 wins last year as they get things restarted. And a caution there, jumping the gun.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Valenti's going to try to hold him. I'm a little bit surprised. I guess he respects Coleman Scott's ability to scramble on the mat.
Well, Scott, 5th at the NCAA tournament last year, as we mentioned, at 125. He lost his opening match, but then won 7 of the next 8 to get All-America honors.
Yeah, very, very courageous effort. Lucky is he's looking for a Turk. He's doing a good job. He's trying to split the legs now. He's doing a nice job on top. He did ride, like I said last year in the NCAA Finals, his tactics were to go after Flieger hard and ride him, and he did. It looks like now he's going to try to stay on top. He's working him. He's looking for a Turk. He's got him flattened out. You know, I guess he's a little bit indecisive, but now he's sensing Coleman Scott's laying there. He's going for a gusto. Now here's the bow and arrow technique. This is illegal in high school, but it's very effective at the collegiate level. It's a nasty hold. I think Coleman Scott's flexibility is going to make it difficult for Valenti to hold him. He's rolled him, but he has this, oh! Look at that. He's got him tight. Oh, he's making, you can almost hear him say uncle under there. He's hurting. Matt Valenti's going for the gusto on top now. That is called a bow and arrow. They're stopping it, calling it potentially dangerous because he was twisting that ankle too much.
No, Valenti will regroup and get set to restart things here. Penn's first national champion since Brett Matter in 2000. And here's another look at the bow and arrow.
This comes from freestyle. The Europeans are really good at it. You see he's going to drive forward, take it across, totally legal. He's going to roll him through. In freestyle, that would be points, but in folk style, you have to control him. And that's what we're doing here in folk style. Scholastic style, college style wrestling. He didn't control him, so he couldn't get the back points. But it was a good move, and it created a lot of pain and got a long, good riding time on Coleman Scott. So right now, Matt Valenti's got the riding time. It'll be interesting to see in the third period if he can get up quickly. They're calling for stalling on top because he didn't get him down. Jason, you have 5 seconds to return him to the mat. If you don't do it, you get banged for stalling, and that's what the referee did. He said, Matt Valenti, you are stalling. It's just a warning the first time. A warning. If he does it again, it'll be a point against him. Point for Coleman Scott.
So Valenti has to ratchet up the intensity here to please the officials and keep maneuvering things on top. 4-2 the score here in the second period. Short
time. Now he's got to try to ride him. Now he's committed to riding, and this could create a scramble here. Coleman Scott's waiting to move his hips. No, he's got the wrist now. Not looking good for Coleman Scott. He laid there. Valenti's got an arm bar and a wrist, the rebar tilt. This is a great one. This is a move that Dustin Schlater likes a whole lot. The rebar tilt. You saw it last year in the Big Ten Finals and throughout the NCAA tournament. He was turning people. He was unable to turn Coleman Scott, but boy, did he maul him on top.
And the only problem for Valenti is out of time here in the period. Not able to finish off that move, so the score remains 4-2 in favor of the senior from Penn.
All right, this is critical. Coleman Scott is nasty mean on top. He's good with the claw ride. He'll try to tilt you, and he'll throw the legs. You guarantee he's going to go to town. So Matt Valenti has got to bust out. Valenti's pretty good at scrambling. Should see some exciting wrestling here in these 30 seconds.
Scott getting into position. A Big 12 champ in the past, and again, 5th at the national tournament last year. Part of that glory run for the Cowboys yet again in the NCAA tournament.
All right, second false start there. If he false starts again, he's in trouble. He'd lose a point. Valenti's going to move. Boy, Valenti didn't move on the whistle. I expected Valenti to capitalize and explode. See how Coleman Scott stays underneath the arms, throws the legs in. That's not looking good. Look for Valenti to possibly roll to the left shoulder. He did it nice, he did it, but Coleman Scott followed nice. So he used that move in the NCAA Finals last year. I call it reverse kamikaze. It's kind of a crazy move, and you roll opposite the leg. Coleman Scott didn't fall for it at all, though. He had him scouted out. He was ready to follow that.
And now we've got a stalemate called, so both wrestlers will head back to the center and start up again in neutral position.
And Valenti's really done what he needs to do to win this match. He has taken him down twice, so even if he got ridden out, he'd still win. So he's not. See, Coleman's recognized that. He's going to let him go. He knows he's got to get a takedown in order to beat him. All right. It's Coleman Scott's responsibility to open up. Valenti's going to keep good position. He's already got the 2 takedowns. Coleman Scott's best shot is to lunge that double. Let's see if he shows anything different here. Valenti doesn't look like himself, Jason. He's definitely not feeling like he was the first period. I got a lot of respect for him. He's stayed tough. He's kept good position. He's made no mistakes. So after coming out strong for the first 2 takedowns and ringing his bell, he's kept his composure well, and he's doing what he needs to do to win this match. Coleman Scott's got to come up with a big move.
You see the experience there, and Valenti biding his time, if you will, and managing the bout, and he has done that throughout. Now 5-2 advantage. Be interesting to see if that bang to the head had happened when it was a scoreless bout, if he would have been able to get points, because right now he's done a good job of protecting the lead he had.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I don't know. I can tell you, though, I know Matt Valenti really well. He's not himself. He's really methodical. He doesn't have the same intensity he had in the first 2 minutes. And you're right, if it was a close match, would he be able to suck it up and score? I'm not sure. I think he could, but you just don't know. He's wrestling pretty well when he has to here. That was a nice little scramble, but he's got this all sewn up. There's 15 seconds left, even if Coleman got a takedown. Woo-hoo, that was sweet, potentially dangerous. They got to stop. Makes my knee just hurt looking at it.
Boy, that was...
Ouch. Coleman Scott is
crazy looking at Scott.
Look out for the cradle, though. Look out for the cradle. Oh, my gosh.
Problem is he's running out of time. Almost trying to get things done. He gets 2.
Wow. That was close. Valenti tried to take down to his credit, but got tangled up with the cradle.
But guess what? 2 points and a minute of riding time, or no? We do have a winner. It was very close to being riding time there for Coleman Scott the third period, but it turns out Valenti will hang on and post the victory.
Yeah,
crazy bout here at 133 pounds, down to the wire, but Matt Valenti, the reigning NCAA champ, picks up the victory over Coleman Scott of Oklahoma State. Coming up at 141 pounds, another of those Cowboys from the defending team national champions, Nathan Morgan, set to face another #1 seed, Ryan Lang of Northwestern.